Hello folks, finally some time, and it's so awesome to just watch the chip conveyor work. I'm at the top of my joy at the moment. This is so magical somehow. I wish there were some more chips coming out. I hope there soon will be. So, as you can see, the CNC lathe is now running. I got it hooked up and all the X-axis cables mounted back. And I topped some hydraulic oil because it was low. And it just started right away, just like it did at the seller's place. So looks like no transport damage, which is always good. So I don't think color screens were too common in the 80s. Remember, this is a 1985 machine, so it's a pretty old one. And what else? Now I can show you the hydraulic chuck. So when I press the foot pedal right here, it opens and closes. It's a very small stroke that it makes. And the tool changer, let's see if we can operate it. Whoops. Okay. It's not nearly as fast as some on newer machines. But also, I don't think it's actually any slower than the Chinese CNC lathe at my Chinese new CNC lathe at my former school where I used to work for some time. So, and also what I can do, I have already done zero return. You can see these LEDs lighted up, and I think we can move the carriage by rapiding. Yes. So this is 25% of rapid. And we can do zero return when we switch here, and then we just select the correct axis and the correct way here, and then it just it moves to the zero on its own. It's very slow at the end. It slows down so that it catches the zero. Something I'm gonna have to fix is these LEDs like to fall through the panel. I just took this panel off and retrieved the LEDs, but looks like they want to go back. And also what I can do, I can jog the spindle at a very slow speed. It's actually 9 RPM. And I can also operate the coolant, which is as dirty as coolant gets. I really have to change that. Let's see if any coolant even wants to come out. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Let's switch it off. Look at that. It's like baby's poo. Okay. That smells terrible. Okay, that's pretty much how much I know about this. It's been like 15 minutes since I got the power hooked up. And let me tell you, there's a lot to learn in this control. It has some of the same well, I think it has pretty much all of the same. It's pretty similar to the Fanuc O controls that I have operated at school on the new Chinese lathe and the older VMC, but still it is different. It's different to use. So, and it has this fapt, which is, I think I mentioned you earlier about this. It's kind of a built-in CAM program. So this is actually in Finnish, in my own language, so it's pretty nice. So here you have a list of materials. Let's select number 2, for example. And then it asks for the surface quality required. And now you have choices about what kind of a piece you want and how you want to set the axis. So I think this would be the best way to set up. So the Z0 would be at the top of the part. I mean, at the furthest end of the part. So let's try that one. My gosh, that coolant stinks bad. It might even actually be baby's poo. So now it asks for the shape of the stock, and this is solid stock, and this is a pipe, and this is a special stock. I think you can define this yourself. And well, first it asks for one of these, and then the size of the stock, and the length and the diameter, and the basic line ZP. Not quite sure what it actually means. So, in other words, what's gonna happen tonight is this. A lot of this. If I didn't have the manuals, there would be no way for me to learn this. I hope there is a way to learn it, even with the manuals. Okay. And by the way, let me give you another tour now that my shop looks a little bit different, actually quite a bit different. It still is a little bit cramped right here, but that really doesn't matter because I can still move around pretty well and I can move this tool cart. But all the machines now have pretty good access to them. The computer is right there playing some 90s dance music, which I like. You might find it weird that I actually like heavy metal music as well as 90s dance music, and actually I don't know which one is better. It's really nice to spend an evening working here and sipping some premium cider and listening to good music and falling around. So this lathe has now pretty good access to it. I still have to clean the chips from the chip bin. And the manual mill has very good access now, and the VMC has very good access. I even cleaned the table a little bit. This one I still have to move. And the press is here. The Weller is right there. This table I didn't touch at all, but you can see the 1K625 lathe bed is now here. It used to be where the CNC lathe is now. And the shaper found its place right here. I think it's a pretty good place for it. I still need to get it off the pallet because it's now in the way of fitting a chip barrel in here under the chip conveyor. And this one I moved back. It was a little bit pushed further back. The saw is now here. This is the most logical place for it because my material storage is here. I don't know why I didn't have it here earlier. And here's something that I've been working on. Some aluminum crowbars. Let me show you. how much chips I've made today. A sea of aluminum chips. So when I get this job done, I will do a proper cleaning to this machine as well. And you can see I'm holding a self-centering 4-jaw. It's actually a pretty nice Pratt Burton chuck, so that it's easier to clamp those square bars. And I'm using the steady rest to turn them. And the main turning tool is right here. It's pretty crappy at the moment, but it's a TCMT, so it's a positive insert, and it's especially designed for aluminum. And it's good for pretty rough turning, because I'm roughing it in one pass. So I think it's taken about 7 mm per side top. And it's a heck of an interrupted cut, so every time it turns around it beats the insert 4 times. And I'm actually feeding at 0.8 mm per revolution, which is huge. It's a huge feed. And so far I haven't broken a single insert. So a really nice insert. And it's actually pretty quick work making these. Still have to clean them with acetone. But let me show you what kind of a finish I get. And this is, I also do the finishing with the same rough feed, because I want the handles to be rough so that you can get a good grip of it. And then I have a little fillet at the end. So this is something that I've been working on. And a little engine process here. I think I can show you something about this when I get to do it. So things are looking much better now. And at the end of the video, I really want to thank you about your comments. Please keep leaving me comments. I really enjoy reading them, and I do my best to answer all of them. So, running out of phone memory. I hope in my next video you will actually see something. Okay, thanks for watching, and until next time. And wish me luck in learning of the CNC lathe.